Ladies and gentlemen, we need to talk about that state of play. More importantly, we need to go over all the announcements that were shown off for the state of play. Incredible. And I need to know down below in the comments section your thoughts on the state of play. I need to know your favorite announcement, but I really want to know your thoughts. What would you rate this state of play? Drop all that down below because we're going to go ahead and go over some of the announcements, but we got to talk about that God of War Ragnarok trailer. It was incredible, along with a bunch of really good trailers, but God of War Ragnarok, oh my god. Let's just go ahead and go through some of the list, of some of the games that were announced from the Sony State of Play. So the State of Play kicks off with a big banger, and that is Tekken 8. One that we were definitely not expecting to see, but it was 100% there, and it looked absolutely fantastic. We got a glimpse of Jin fighting Kazuya in what appears to be kind of just like a versus match, but the official PlayStation blog post did say that it was kind of an excerpt taken out from the actual story mode of the game. You do get to see a little bit of dialogue in the game as well, but the big takeaway is that it is saying in development for PS5, so it does have some, including myself, wondering, could this possibly be a console exclusive? Now, it didn't say it, but there's also a good chance that this is just going to be a regular multiplayer game, but probably just has Sony going to be marketing and, promoting the game. But either way, Tekken 8 is happening. It's a thing, and I can tell you right now, it looks incredible. So definitely go check out that full trailer if you haven't already. Next up, we did get a look at a couple PSVR 2 games, with one of them being Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge, which looked really cool. Another one was called Demeo, which is another PSVR 2 game, which is kind of inspired by like the miniature tabletop battler kind of game. So if you're a fan of that, you definitely want to go check that out. Now, this next game is apparently being rebuilt from the ground up and is coming to the West for the very first time. And it is called Like a Dragon Ishin, which looks honestly really cool. It seems like to be from the Yakuza kind of games, if you're familiar with those. And now it is coming out in February of 2023. And we got to see a little bit of the gameplay there, a little bit of story stuff. The gameplay looks really cool. It obviously got the whole samurai aesthetic to it, but the use of a gun as well, which kind of blends in a mix, which looks honestly really cool. So definitely keep your eyes out for this one. We also got another trailer for Hogwarts Legacy. I mean, at this point, we've honestly seen probably enough for the game. But again, it is coming out February 10th, 2023, if you didn't know that already. Just another look at some of the story of the game. I think another confirmation that PlayStation does have an exclusive quest that's going to be in the game as well. So just keep that in mind when you're going to pre-order the game. There's different versions as well. But again, another trailer for Hogwarts Legacy. Now, this next game is a pretty interesting game, if you ask me, honestly. I think at first, a bunch of us thought it might be a Back to the Future game where you're just controlling the car or something. Like the car has a very future aesthetic, but it's like in an older car. So it threw a lot of us off, but you seem to be able to control the car. It showed off in the trailer going through forest areas and the car can talk. Again, it's a very futuristic car. The game is called Pacific Drive and it is coming in 2023. Now, PlayStation also took a second to go over a little bit of PlayStation Stars, which if you didn't know is a new free loyalty program that they went ahead and they kind of outlined a little bit of what the program's going to be doing, completing quests, right, earning some of those special items, and they did say it's going to be rolling out in different territories. Now, the next two games were very, very cool looking, one of which did get shown off previously as Project Eve, and this time it is back with an official title called Stellar Blade. You're definitely going to want to check this one out as the combat looks absolutely incredible. The game itself looks absolutely insane. The environments look special. And some of the stuff that you're seeing in the game from the actual trailer that looks to be a part of the gameplay of fusing weapons and doing all types of crazy stuff. It looks insane. And it's going to be a PS5 console exclusive dropping in 2023. Now, the next game with Koei Tecmo and Team Ninja is called Rise of the Ronin, which was the other game that's going to be coming to PlayStation 5 as well. And it's going to be an exclusive dropping in 2024. We got a nice little look at some of the combat in this game as well with a little bit of story stuff. But I think the combat was the big takeaway. Both this and the game that was previously known as Project Eve, but now known as Stellar Blade, both just seem really combat heavy, really fast-paced action. So again, if you're looking out for a game like that, definitely keep your eyes out for those two games. Now, last but not least, what we thought was just going to be an awesome God of War Ragnarok Special Edition DualSense controller that was revealed. It's more than just that, but that was one of the things that we thought, okay, this is how they're going to end the state of play. Nah, but it is cool. And it is going to be available for purchase, I believe, on the 27th. But again, just look out for that. If anything, we'll put it in the comment section down below. But it looks incredible. It has like the white with blue mix. It has the wolves on the top of it, right? It looks just absolutely, absolutely incredible. But that's not it. They decided they were dropping, which would make sense because the game is dropping relatively soon on November 9th. We got a God of War Ragnarok story trailer. Give me a second.
Everyone keeps secrets. Sometimes it's the only way to protect the ones we love.
I know you. God Killer. What is it you want from me? Is it a god of war you came to find?
You don't really want war, do you, Kratos? All that blood on your hands, on your son's hands.
What is it you will not tell me?
I can't talk about it, but I just need you to trust me.
We follow your every whim.
But you don't believe in any of it.
And still I follow. Because all that matters is that you are safe.
But that's not all that matters. Who's keeping you safe?
I do not need you to protect me.
You sure about that?
Pretender God! For the old father!
Death can have me when it earns me.
What do you even know of God's word? In your lifetimes, has anyone ever worshipped you? Ever prayed to you? Can you even imagine that kind of love? No! You don't care about anything beyond yourself. Beyond the monster who kills without cause.
Fate only binds you if you let it. Do what is necessary. Not because it is written. We will make our own destiny.
We got to see so much from that trailer that we didn't get to see before, which would make sense, right? The game's coming out November 9th. We had to see it, definitely something. And this showed a lot. Not only did we get to see a little bit more of the combat, which looks awesome. We got to see the stuff that we saw from Game Informer that they mentioned about the different weapons and whatnot, or at least the shields, some of the new abilities. But we also got to see the beautiful environments where a lot of them just looked beautiful. A lot of the enemy designs looked incredible. That giant jellyfish thing, what the hell was that? I'm gonna lose my mind here, but we also got to return. We see that we go and return to certain realms, right? I think they detail some of that stuff from the Game Informer as well, but we got to kind of see it now, right? Like Helheim, for example, Kratos was back in there. Kratos and Atreus are again just going through some stuff, man. But we got to see little glimpses of some of the characters, right? We got to see a little bit more of Freya talking to Atreus and Kratos, which we know there's going to be some type of like, you know, just something going on, obviously with her son and everything. But we also got to see, you know, a lot of people are saying that one of the wolves is a big connection to Atreus, right? Fenrir, I believe is the name is, or I might be mispronouncing that. I do apologize, but I don't know too much about like the mythologies and stuff like that. So I would love if you guys know to drop it down below, because some two big wolves, and one of them is Fenrir, which again has a big connection to Loki and stuff like that, or, you know, so I want to know your thoughts about that. That was cool. But we got to see a little bit of Tyr. And I'm curious, you know, that whole thing is how that's going to work. Because Tyr, he's dabbing up my guy Kratos. Like, they're going to be working together. And then it ends beautifully with Kratos versus Thor, with one of the coolest looking just ending just cuts, just freaking sick, just tossing the Leviathan axe, while Thor tosses Mjolnir, and a clash, and then just the clash breaks. They both grab it and attack. Like, I don't know. Me and my friends, we're losing our minds here, but I'm done ranting because we're gonna have to go way deeper into this in a separate video. But I want to know your guys' thoughts. What was the most hype trailer for you? What was the most hype announcement? If you also want to talk about God of War, like, drop it down below in the comment section, please, because I need to see what you guys have to say about it, because that game looks incredible. But all the games, right? This whole state of play, I would give it like an, I don't want to say, but I don't want to be biased, but I want to give it an A. Like, it was so good. Every game they announced looked incredible. You know, aside from God of War Ragnarok, I mean, the Project Eve game, which has a new title now, Stellar Blade, like, it looks so freaking good. Like, that game was on my radar before. Now it's definitely on my radar. How about Tekken 8? I didn't expect to see Tekken 8 here. There were so many good games. So let me know down below in the comment section. I'm going to leave it here. I'm Jared with 5-9 Direct, and I'll see you guys in the next one.